Hi, I'm Colin, and this is my introduction to anime. Now, I've never really engaged with the material or medium of anime before, and I am, first and foremost, a comic book guy. I love comic books. I grew up on comics and comic book media. It's something me and both my siblings really enjoy together, and it's a big part of our respective identities. I've even attended a few comic book conventions, as well as my little brother. All this to say that it gives us, and especially me, a sense of belonging, of community. But my active engagement with this community led me to very close proximity to another group, the anime community, which is a group I have been ever so confused by. Aside from the ever so often episodes of Dragon Ball or Naruto, I tend not to delve too deep or engage too actively within this community. Some of the material or content always made me varying degrees of slightly to very uncomfortable. But I lost one of my closest friends, Max, around a year ago, and he absolutely loved anime. He also liked comic books, and that's something we would share and bond over. We would make visits to comic book stores together and skip class in high school to go to the mall and buy lightsabers and play with them all day at the park. But he was also really into anime. He had the toys, the statues, the apparel. Max was very fond of all of it. He would always try to get me to watch the shows and the movies, but I just never really got over my discomfort or mistrust for the material. Now, after his passing, I really do want to try and honor him, so now here I am, ready to delve into this a little more and help myself further understand what it really meant to Max, and hopefully get to see what it is that he really loved. Thanks to its close proximity to the comic book community, anime was never really far away. But this was typically a section and area I tended to stray away from. I really looked around for something to like, and there was things to like. Cool covers, colors, and cool outfits. All things that I see everywhere and appeal to me in my part of the store. But there wasn't much else to distract from how uncomfortable some of the other things on the covers were for me, which has always been a personal deterrent. Though, overall, this trip to the comic book store did less than enough to really get me invested in the material, much less the community. But what I really wanted to do was engage with the community, talk to them personally, and see what makes it special to them, why they engage with it. And maybe through hearing them out, I can gain a new perspective on the subject, and maybe learn to move past what I can't or couldn't before. So I sat down with the president of the Texas Social Anime Club, Michael Adiagbo.
Hi, my name is Michael Adiagbo. I'm a third-year AAT major, and in the club, I'm the president. Yeah.
So tell me how you got into anime. How old were you? What was what brought you to it?
Man, I think I was like maybe 7 years old because my older brothers used to watch anime a lot, or they used to actually play a lot of anime games. I started off with like Naruto, it's like about ninjas, and like I feel like that was like a way me and my brothers bonded, and yeah, even now we still like watch like the latest episodes of like current animes, and we just
Mhm.
like talk about it. Yeah. I wear my interest on my back. Like in high school, I didn't really have many friends or anything. I was like very introverted, but I'd still like wear anime shirts because I mean, I don't really care. If they don't like my shirts, then they're just probably not my type of person to begin with.
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah.
And about the club itself, what
Mhm.
brought you to the club? Did you start the club, or how did you
No,
become president?
the club is actually 10 years old, and it's I literally so every or twice a semester we like table on Speedway, and we like sell art that we make that different artists in the club make. And when my freshman year in welcome week, they were tabling, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And then I went to the first meeting, and since then I've just been going to every meeting. But I try to make it feel as inclusive as I can, and like I just want to make it feel like how it felt when I joined for other people. In my freshman year or in my first semester, I was so lonely. Like it was like actually kind of because when when you're entering high school or entering college, like when you're in high school, every adult is saying college is the best years of your life. But I was like in my first semester, I was like, when is the best year starting? My one thing was every Wednesday I'd just go to club, and eventually I started making friends that were not just situational friends, like friends that I actually like reach out to and like hang out outside. To me, being president means that like I have responsibility, and it's actually really weird because I've never been in a position where I say something and people actually like they're like, oh, it must be right. So when I got into college, I saw like the artist people, right? And I was like, oh, my people. And I found out that they table it like some of the artists table at anime conventions and whatnot. And I thought that like I knew people did it obviously because I went to conventions before, but I didn't think that was something I could do. But like I went to like my first anime convention in New York, and man, it was crazy. It was like I never used to travel before to like just in general. I just be in Texas usually. But since I became started going to conventions like, because of the club, I've traveled like I think like maybe 6 times this year, just going to different like conventions. Like maybe like 2 weeks ago, I went to LA for a convention, and yeah, it's like I think about it, I'm like, man, if I didn't join this club, there's probably like a lot of things that would be different right now. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I get it. Behind all the flashy art and cool costumes, behind all the cool action and questionable drama, is something real. Something far more tangible. Community. People, friends, connections. Just like me and my community. And Michael and his siblings shared it, just the same as me and mine. So, do I watch anime now? No. But that's not really what I was looking for. What I found was an appreciation for something that meant a lot to a dear friend of mine, and a world that I was before very reluctant to understand. His world.